Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melly and today I'm actually going to be testing out free dino patterns from Instagram. So if you guys are interested, make sure you continue watching. So the first thing that I do want to say is thank you guys so much for showing all the love to me in my last live on Thursday. I really appreciate everybody who DM'd me on Instagram and kind of wanted to know a little bit more about my sewing sticks, and I'm so happy for all the orders that I did get. I got several after the live and I plan on making those on Tuesday, so make sure you guys are in the live so I can make your custom sewing sticks on there as well. So let me show you guys real quick the big ol' one. Like, this is huge. I made all of these on, well, most of these on my live. Some of them I already had, they had already ordered before I started the live. So yeah, I just wanted to share these with you guys. There's so many beautiful ones. If you guys are interested, shoot me a message on Instagram. My Instagram is Mellyinspired Crochet, same as my YouTube. So very exciting that you guys are supporting my venture. My blank should be coming in this weekend or at the beginning of next week for my safety eyes. So I will be doing some painting maybe Thursday with you guys on live. We'll see how crazy we can get. Let's go ahead and get into this video. So the first couple of patterns that I want to talk about are from Craftinginglory. Of course, like I said, all of these will be linked down below. They are all from Instagram. They're free patterns. So if that's, I mean, that's like the most enticing thing to say. They're free. So I will let you guys know how I feel about each pattern and if I had any type of difficulty with them. I don't really necessarily do any type of rating system, but I always say, like, just a little disclaimer, make sure that you guys check it out. Even though I didn't like it and it didn't work for me, doesn't mean it's not going to work for you. I will tell you the issues that I had with a pattern if I did have any difficulties, just to kind of give you some insight on how I felt whenever I was crocheting the pattern. So the other thing I will say is that all of these yarns that I used are from Premier Parfait Chunky. There's only one dino that I used that was from Hobby Lobby yarn, and I'll let you guys know which that one is. So let's go ahead and start. The first patterns that I want to talk about are by Craftinginglory. I was asking some of my friends on Instagram, like, I need more dino patterns, and they ended up saying check out Craftinginglory. So I have a couple of her patterns right here. The first one I want to talk about is this little, I think it's called is it a broncosaurus? If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'm just going to call them all dinos. I don't know the difference between dinos. So we have this little guy right here. I made him in a lilac, and then his spikes are dark purple. He is so cute. He's adorable. He is worked up from the bottom up. So you don't have to do 4 separate legs. These are all just bobble stitches or puff stitches. And this is how he turned out. He is so cute. He's a small size. He's like palm size. Adorable. It didn't take me too long to make him, and honestly I would definitely make him again. I didn't have an issue reading her pattern or anything like that. She gives a lot of visual aid for those who like to see photos, and if that's helpful for you guys. It was very helpful to me. That's really all I have to say about this pattern. It's a really good pattern. I really did enjoy it. I love this little dino, and I think they would be good market makes. I think you could probably sell them around $8 to $10. And he is just a little cutie, so definitely recommend this one. Check it out. It's Craftinginglory on Instagram. The other one that she has that she put out is this little guy right here. Now I did the opposite colorway of this one, so instead of the lilac being the body, I did the dark purple as the body. I wanted the spikes to be like a contrasting color, as well as the spots he has everywhere. If you look at the photo on Instagram, he does have spots on his head as well. I just didn't do those. It's the little detail that I didn't do. And then look at that cute little nubby tail. It's so adorable. So you start off by making the tail, and then you put it aside. Then you start making the body. With the body, you start with the bottom. It's the exact same like little pattern that she uses for the broncosaurus, and you use little bobble stitches for the legs, if you can see that. And then you just work your way up, and then you're gonna have to close the circle here whenever you're ending. So it is different pieces. Of course you'll attach the tail to the body into the round, so you single crocheted in and then you work the body with the tail in there. That's how it grows up. So I thought that was pretty cool. The only thing I didn't like is I feel like the head is too small compared to the body. I feel like the head needed to be a teensy bit bigger. I think that's the only thing that I have an issue with, and I really don't like sewing things in. I did use my sewing sticks for this, free promo, so you know, just because I make some, but I did use my sewing sticks for it, and the head looks pretty cool, pretty accurate, pretty in the middle and not off to the side or anything. I will say I don't like how big the head is. I wish it was a tad bit bigger and I would be more satisfied with the pattern. So that's the only thing that I have with this, but the instructions were clear. She's a great pattern designer, and I like how she puts in so many photos for you guys to kind of look at if you are having issues with it. So I appreciate that. And this one, you know, if you're okay with a smaller head, then you can definitely try it out. Now that I'm looking at it at the viewfinder, it looks a lot cuter, but in person I just feel like the head is too small, and that could just be a me thing. I love the way she did these spikes. You do have to like surface crochet them on, but it's not bad at all. There's this one, Craftinginglory, and on Instagram. So next, I want to talk about probably the cutest dino that I made for this series. I promise you, it took me the longest though because it's so many pieces to sew. Now that I'm looking at all of my dinos, this one is the only one that had like 500 I'm exaggerating guys, but had so many pieces to sew. This one is by Lanalunacl, and it's a T-Rex. Look at his little nubby hands. Look at his nubby hands. Are they not adorable? Are they not adorable? And guess what? He is strawberry themed, guys. Look at this hat. So his hat is like a little strawberry on his head, and he has like a little leaf on top. I love it. And then of course I added the little seedlings. So he is so cute. And look at his eyes. His eyes are green. I think they just match so perfectly with him. Let me move him back a little bit so you can see him a little bit more. I will say this took the longest time, and it was so many pieces to sew on. Let's go ahead and start by telling you what I needed to sew on. I needed to sew his tail on. His body's a separate piece. His head is a separate piece. His hands are all separate pieces, which I think they could have put it in the round, but they didn't. His legs are two separate pieces. You need to sew on the hat to his head, and you need to sew on this little piece to the actual hat, and then the stem is actually an extra piece as well. So I don't know if you guys were keeping a tracker on how many pieces I just talked about, but it's at least 8 to 10. But he came out so beautiful. I love this like greenish color that I used, and then the light color for the strawberry hat. I wanted to use red, like one of these back here, but I was just like, I wanted to do like a lighter palette, so I went ahead and went with like this pinky peach color, which is beautiful. I'm pretty sure that this green is from Hobby Lobby, and this one is for sure Premier Parfait Chunky, but I'm pretty sure the green is from Hobby Lobby. Very, very cute, very adorable. I love how he looks like kind of sad. I just think it's so cute. I definitely would remake this, like 100%. I just don't like how many pieces I had to sew on, but does his head not look straight? Does his legs not look straight? And his tail, yeah, I use my sewing sticks for all of it. So very, very cute. It's good to have multiples of them because I can like put these, well, the set of 2, I can like stick one in and make sure that they're nice and straight before I like start sewing them on. So very adorable. I love this pattern. I think she's so cute, and I know for a fact she's gonna find her forever home whenever I take her to a market. The next pattern that I want to talk about is this cute little booger. He is adorable. I decided to make him in this orange, this vibrant orange, and this blue. Isn't that so cute? I feel like those colors go so well together, and then with a white belly, of course. So this is by Studio Phoebe 22 on Instagram, and I think this, like, I would definitely remake this. I do dislike sewing, so that's just something that you guys have to know about me. You do have to sew on the tail, you have to sew these little spikes, and you have to sew on these 2 little legs, little nubby legs. The end result is pretty cool, and I don't think it was that bad to crochet these or sew these in, or even to sew the tail or this in. It was really, you know, after you've done so much work on a plush and then you can like do something without without even having to think about it. That's what it felt like whenever I was sewing on his legs, his little spike, and his tail. Honestly, it just felt like really relaxing, and like I didn't have to put any thought into it. I don't know if it was like the color combo that was soothing. You know how colors can sometimes be soothing to the mind? I don't know if it was that, or if I just really enjoyed this pattern. I really think you guys should give this one a chance, and if you already have, then I'm sure you love it, because I plan on making several of these. I know I have a pattern by someone that I actually bought the pattern on Etsy, and it's a no-sew pattern, and I love that pattern. I have made that one time and time again, but like this one is so cute for a free pattern. If you know, if you don't want to purchase any patterns on Etsy, that's why I do these videos. One, to like show you guys which patterns are good, which ones aren't, so you won't be wasteful with your yarn, and two, because sometimes you don't have to buy patterns on Etsy. Sometimes the free patterns are good. A lot of the times they're not. I am going to say that because I have had several, but this pattern you definitely should try. It's so cute. He came out so adorable, and I plan on making a couple more because I was looking back at all my stuff that I want to take to market, and a lot of it is geared towards like girls. I don't have a lot of stuff that is like geared to little boys, so I'm thinking of like making several of these in like boy colors. So adorable, and he's pretty big. He's a little bit, you know, on the bigger side, so I really do like him. He kind of reminds me of Charizard. But yeah, anyways, like I said, this one is from Studio Phoebe 22 on Instagram. The next pattern that I'm going to talk about is regarding one of my really good friends. We're actually doing a giveaway on Instagram right now, so if you guys are interested, make sure you check it out. She has an elephant pattern, I have an elephant pattern. It was only time to do a giveaway, so we're doing a giveaway on both of our patterns, and it's actually going to be 2 people winning both sets. So the set is going to come with 2 different patterns, her elephant pattern and my little sleepy baby elephant pattern. So we figured it would be a good collaboration and people would love that, and I feel like it's been a hit. We have so many people who've already entered, and we're so excited to see who's gonna be our winners. We just wanted to collaborate, and I hope you guys enjoy that. I am gonna be talking about her free pattern today, and I love it. I really like this pattern. It is a small little dino, and I did it in this like little pale blue and then these bright blue spikes. So cute. And guess what? It is no sew. So you do go ahead and start at the head, and then you work your way down to the tail. So you are going to have to do color changes for the spikes. You do use bobble stitches for the little nubby legs. They're so cute. The only main thing is watching your tension. I am really good at like doing my tension pretty tight because I used to do it not so tight, and it used to leave holes in my projects. I used to wonder like, why do I have a holy animal? Like, those holes are not supposed to be there. So I started tightening my tension, and ever since then it has worked wonders for me. So make sure you guys are like checking where your bobble stitches are landing, because of course your tension is going to be very dependent on where these bobble stitches land. So if you know you have a looser tension, just make sure you kind of maybe check out where these bobble stitches are landing and make sure these are in line, because sometimes you do have to, you know, adjust 1 to 2 stitches so they can be nice and straight. To me, that's not an indicator of not trying this pattern. I love this pattern. I want to make so many of these cute little stegos, and guess what? She has a modification for a fruit stego, so definitely check her out. It's nooks_hooks on Instagram. I have talked about her so many times on my channel before because her free patterns are so good. That elephant challenge that I did, guess what? That is her pattern. She does such good free patterns. These are the people that I'm telling you that you need to be on the lookout when they do free patterns. Nook, you did such a good job with this stego, and I'm so excited to try the little fruit stego. I didn't have time. I wanted to do it, but I only had time for this little guy this week, but I do plan on making a part 2, so maybe this little stego will make its little fruit self into the part 2 video. So that's this little guy. The last pattern that I want to talk about is the pattern that I was talking about that isn't well written. It is lacking a little bit, but I think it has the potential to be great. You know, it has the potential for it to be like a cute little squishy dino. It just needs a little oomph to it. That is this little guy. I did so many modifications to it for me to even get this. So this is by Garna Stitch. It's a mini dino on Instagram. So the first issue that I had is the little body. The stitch count is wrong on so many rows. I had to kind of try to figure out what this person was referring to. On one of the rows it said to do a chain 3, but it doesn't say what to do with the chain 3. After that it just says single crochet 20. So I have no clue what I was supposed to do with the chain 3, and then I think there was like 24 single crochets in that row. I don't understand how she got from 24 to 20. And I mean, there's just several little things wrong with this little dino, this potential dino. Also, I just don't really think he looks like a little chubby dino. I think he needed some decreases from the head to the body, and then to increase out for him to look more like a dino plush. He does have little nubby arms and legs that are made from bobble stitches. He does have a bum, which is adorable, but it's just not what I envisioned. Maybe if we set him down like this and moved his eyes up, maybe he would be a little bit cuter, but he's intended to be like this, like sitting down. So I feel like a lot was missed in this pattern. It's just not one that I would recommend. You can definitely try it out for yourself, but you're gonna see that the stitch count is wrong as well. There's no denying that, and there's no update or an edit that says, you know, my stitch count is off, try this. If she were to do that, then I would probably try it again, but at this very moment, I don't think it's something that I can recommend. It just needs a little bit of work, which is fine. That is going to be the end of it. Let me go ahead and show you guys all the dinos that I made for this part 1 series. Here's all the dinos. Aren't they so cute? Like I said, I'll have them linked down in the description box below just in case you're wanting to try them. And let me know what you guys think. I do plan on doing another series next week, but it's going to be dragons. Let me know if you guys are excited. I'm excited. It's 2024. It's the year of the dragon. I have a whole list. If you guys were on my live, you guys already know this, that I was going to do that next Saturday. So I'm very excited. And then maybe after that, I'll do the part 2 for this one. So in 2 weeks, I can do a part 2. Let me know if there's anything that you guys are interested in me trying out, like cows, like a set of cows, bunnies. What do you guys want to see? Let me know. I am more than happy to add it to my collection of what I already want to try out for free. I kind of want to make these a thing for my Saturday videos. I just want to make sure you guys are interested in this to know like what to market prep. And that's solely why I do it, because I want to see what is a good free pattern on Instagram that we can market prep. That's all we want. I definitely understand that. Anyways, make sure you guys leave a cute little dino down in the comments below. I'd love to see your dinos down there. I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. I will see you guys on Tuesday for my live. I hope to see you. Bye.